World Bank, Bank of America project 25% and 30% inflation rate for Nigeria in 2023. The bank also urged Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria to raise monetary policy rate, that is interest rate, by 700 basis points this year to cushion the, of course, to manage inflation, as they say. Welcome to Business Daily. I am Yusuf Akogu. Let's take our top stories. Glad to have you back. Now, let's look at the prices of commodities in this month of July. Of course, we start with rice. Of course, the price of rice, based on what we have in Abuja here, 50 kg bag of rice is going for between 35,000 and 45,000 naira, respectively, depending on the one you're buying. Of course, same in Lagos, as well as Jos in Plateau State, it came down to about 35,500 and 42,000 naira. That is for the prices of 50 kg bag of rice. And in Ilorin, Kwara State is around 30,000 and of course 40,000 naira respectively. There are actually so many insinuations that the prices of rice may come down following the opening of land borders. And of course, there is speculation as well that there is going to be maybe more rice importation into the country that may actually crash the price. In Oyo State is going for between 35,000 and 45,000 naira respectively. In Port Harcourt, it went a bit higher, 36,500 and 46,500 naira as well. But why 25 kg in Lagos of the local rice, as the case may be, is going for 17,000 naira and of course 23,000 naira for some of the polished, probably local or foreign rice as well. But in Sokoto State, same 25 kg is going for between 15,000 and 20,000 naira. So prices difference there, depending on your choice. Same in Sokoto, 100 kg is going for between 60,000 and of course 70,000 naira respectively. Huge price difference you will say. For beans in Lagos, the price of beans is going for about 30,000 naira and 38,000 naira for 50 kg of rice. In Borno State, it's around 27,000 and of course 35,000 naira. While 100 kg is going for 60,000, between 60,000 and 80,000 thousand naira, depending on the one you buy. The white beans in Maiduguri is around 22,000 and 30,000 for 50 kg. While same 100 kg of white beans is also around 44,000 and 60,000 naira. But in Maltep market in Lagos is around 36,000 naira. While in Bodija market in Oyo State is going for 36,000 naira as well. That is for 100 kg bag. And the same 100 kg bag in Kano, Dawano market to be precise, is around 35,000 naira. While one tier, one mudu, what we will call one mudu, is going for 560 naira. Same in Dawano market. And in the south Nigeria, Igbudu market in Delta State is going for 36,000 naira as well. Then if you look at the prices, same in Igbudu market, for one paint rubber is about 1,000 naira. While in Gombe main market, it's 36,000 naira for 100 kg bag. While one model is around 250 naira. In Umahia market, Umahia main market in Abia State is around 35,000 naira 700 for 100 kg bag. While same Umahia market, one paint bucket is going for 1,050 naira. While Olohi, that is the honey beans, the very sweet beans, is a 50 kg bag in Ibadan. It's around 40,000 and 45,000 naira. And in Maiduguri, Borno State, it's around 28,000 and 42,500. While 100 kg is going for 75,000, between 75,000 and 90,000 naira. We look at palm oil, of course. 25 liters in Lagos is between 20,000 and 35,000 naira. While in Port Harcourt, it's around 24,000 and 35,000 naira as well. In Ibadan, it's going for 22,000 and 35,000 naira. In Owerri, in Imo State, it's between 24,000 and 36,500 naira. And in Abuja here, it's about 25,500 and 35,000 naira. In Benin City, Edo State, it's between 20,000 and 35,000 naira. But tomatoes is very, very expensive at this point. This is not the season. The prices are actually very, very high. In Ashau market in Kaduna State, is a bag 40 kg is going for 20,000 naira. While in Umahia main market in Abia State, same 40 kg bag is going for 33,000 naira. Different prices for different locations there. In Mile 12 market in Lagos, it's around 30,000 naira. While in Ugeli main market in Delta State, the price is going for 35,000 naira. In Boko main market in Benue State, it's around also 35,000 naira for 40 kg of tomato. It indeed very, very expensive at this point. We expect prices of tomatoes to come down as soon as the harvest season comes in. That's that for commodity price. Now we now look at the stock market and see how the data actually fared yesterday, Monday, which was the first trading day of the week. Of course, the market closed positive. Over 980 basis points were added to the index on the day. Of course, 1.61% it closed on the day, while the index also added over 5 billion to the market cap, as 33.7 trillion naira it ended yesterday. In terms of volume of trade, over a billion volume of trade, 1.205 billion volume of trade were actually exchanged hands yesterday. While in the value, in terms of value, 14.039 billion naira, and in terms of deals, 12,128 deals exchanged hands among investors. So much deals happening now on the floor of the market. Indeed, a signal that, of course, there is a respite and, of course, a confidence in the economy. We look at the gainers for the day. Indeed, we have the likes of internal oil that gained about 10% to close at 23 naira 10 kobo. That is the price of the share. Of course, Fidelity Bank also gaining 10% to close at 7 naira 70 kobo, while the UPL also gained 10% to close upward at 2 naira 75 kobo. Indeed, a good performance there from these stocks on the gainers table. We have quite a good number of them, over 41 gainers we had yesterday, but these are the top gainers for the day. Of course, on the losing side, we have quite a good number. Of course, triple leg, also Triple G rather, also losing 9.87% to close at 3 naira 38 kobo, while Cornerstone Insurance closed at 9.0 lost 9.07% to close at 1 naira there. While NSL Tech also closed at positive, not positive rather. 9.09% as well to close at 30 kobo per share on the day. Of course, in terms of activity table, look at the top trader equities for the day. Of course, FCMB, United Bank for Africa, and of course, Access Bank, all dominating the activities for the day. 171 million volume of shares for FCMB Group, 161 million volume of shares for United Bank for Africa, and of course, Access Bank holding 133 million volume of shares as well. So this is indeed the performance of the banking sector in the capital market cannot really be overemphasized. They have done so much to push the market to where it is at the moment. The sectorial performance of the market is indeed, of course, all green. The NGS banking sector are doing great there, 6.78% there. Of course, if you look at the activity chart, the banking stock, all of them dominating the table. So it's reflecting there, right there in the performance of the banking sector. NGS industrial gaining marginally 0.04%. No much has really happened in that sector. We expect some pronouncement regarding that sector in the coming days or weeks. Of course, consumer good is also not doing badly, 0.52% it closed. And of course, oil and gas, driven by the gain from internal oil there, closed at 1.50%, while NGS insurance also gaining 1.84%. Great performance across all the 5 sectors we're looking at. But let's look at the rest of Africa as well. The market in Africa are not really also doing very, very badly as well. So these are the performance we have from the capital market at the moment. So we'll bring you up to speed with how the market will actually close today. We'll keep monitoring the activities. The trading is on right now. Of course, we'll give you all the information that you need to know as soon as the market close. But for now, we take a very quick break. When we come back, we'll go into our discussion. Don't go away.
TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Glad to have you back. It's the Business Daily right here on Trust Television. Now we go into our discussion. Of course, we're looking at Nigeria's GDP growth and, of course, the warnings coming from some global economies. Of course, the Bank of America has warned Nigeria that if care is not taken, our inflation numbers will get to 30% this year. They have also asked the Central Bank of Nigeria to raise the monetary policy rate by at least 700 basis points to manage inflation. On the flip side, the World Bank has also said the same. Our inflation number is expected to reach 25% by the time the NBS release the next data for the month of June. I have joining me now via phone from Lagos, a financial analyst, Mukhtar Mohammed. Good morning, Mr. Mukhtar.
Good morning, Yusuf.
Yeah, always a pleasure to have you. Let's look at some of these warnings now coming from some of these big banks in the World Bank and, of course, the Bank of America, telling Nigeria that we should at least increase our monetary policy rate by at least 700 basis points. Of course, you know, the CBN has been doing that for a couple of meetings now. And now increasing it further again, do you think it will help in any way?
Well, if you are looking at inflation, that will help. But like I always say, what we do in Nigeria is copy and paste. And that's why they are trying to sell an idea to us. For me, I don't think the challenge we have in terms of our inflationary figures has to do with our exchange rate. As long as we are not able to fix that, we'll continue to have the challenge. Okay. So it's not about just copy the paste. Nigerian economy has different issues. We are talking about cost of production, cost of funding, and then the high cost of doing business and the microeconomic instability that we have in some areas that have to do with security challenge. So I agree that rate hike could be a solution, but we must begin to look at not just copying and piecing what they are doing, because our economy has its own scenario, different angle, yes, to when we want to approach those issues. And I think when they say some big point, I think they may go. Maybe you begin to look at the inflation figure. Inflation figure gets to 25. If you look at where we are now and what has happened, the removal of subsidy, high cost of goods and services, high petroleum product to as high as to almost 100-something%. And we're already doing 22-point-something%, and we end up in 25%. I don't think it's that bad, because if you look at those numbers, especially the removal of fuel subsidy, and you look at the impact that it has in Nigerian economy, we should have been seeing an inflation that should be going up to like 30-something to 40%. So if we are seeing what we are seeing at 25% in the short term, which I believe in the long term, once we have that stability in the exchange rate, we'll begin to attract the right type of investors, foreign direct investors and portfolio investors. Everything will come down.
Yeah, indeed, everything will come down. But Mr. Mukhtar, every now and then we see some of these recommendations coming from some of these economies, the US, the World Bank, and of course IMF, as the case may be, all of them suggesting to us what to do. Is it that our monetary policy authority and of course the fiscal authority as well are in a way not really understand the peculiarities of our own economy, that we keep waiting for recommendations from some of this group?
No, we don't go out looking for recommendations. You must not forget that Nigeria is we're one of the largest economies in Africa. And so definitely people are interested. Most organizations are advisors to some of these investors that want to come to Nigeria. So when they bring out this policy, they are looking at talking to their investors, those that are planning to bring business to Nigeria, and say, look, this is what we feel, this is what we feel. So they send these numbers, this report to them. And so they will now look at this report and come up with it.
Hello,
This same Bank of America have just told us that. This same Bank of America have just told us that our Naira is underpriced. It's undervalued.
Yes.
So definitely they are telling the investors, look, this is what's happening. Do you want to play this market? These are the challenges. This is what we are advising them to do. If they do it, it's okay for you to come in. If they don't do it, then the risk is on you.
So in a way, it's not compulsory that we must actually take their recommendation. Is that what you're saying?
Of course, why should it be? Because remember that up till recently, the IMF and the World Bank have been recommending that we float the naira for almost up to 15 years. We've not listened to them. So we are an independent nation. Like I said, we have our own economic priority, we have our own economic policies. We have our own economic similarity of scenarios that is not the same as what they have in their own places.
Okay, Mr. Mukhtar, in a couple of, maybe about a week or so from now, the new NBS will release inflation numbers for the month of June. So what are your expectations? The World Bank has projected 25%. Currently, we are around 24% or thereabouts.
I think, like I said, I won't be surprised we get to 25% because when the inflation MBS released the figure in May, remember then it was on 29th of May that the president said he has gone. So that did not reflect in their report in May. With the removal of subsidy, the cost of doing business, the cost of goods, the cost of services, everything has gone up. So definitely, I expect that the inflation number will be high.
Now, Mr. Mukhtar, let's look at economic growth now. Our GDP growth it's remained very, very weak and indeed fragile, around 2.31% in the first quarter of 2023 from 3.5% that we had in the fourth quarter. Do you foresee any changes by the time the next data is released by NBS?
There will be changes when you look at
positive changes. I mean,
those growth was also. There will be positive changes because of the recent policy decision of this government. We expect there will be a positive change which we attract investors. We expect we attract foreign investors. We have liberalized our cash, which is the oil. We have big time players. Begin to hear that the independent marketers are now beginning to think of bringing in their own crude refined petroleum products. So all these things will play out in the report that we're about to see, especially the policy direction that the current administration have said they want to follow. So that will impact, but whether that impact will be immediate in the second quarter in this report, I don't think so. Remember that some of this report will still be looking at the previous administration. This new administration have not even stayed up to a quarter yet.
Yeah.
So I expect that by the time we get the good numbers for this administration, it will be positive comparable to the first 2 quarters that we had of the outgoing administration. And not to forget that we are coming out from an election. The governance took the back seat. So definitely those numbers are not surprising to me.
Indeed. Now, you made mention of some of the policies, decision of this government. Do you think it has benefited the internal economy?
Not yet. Let's be sincere. Not yet. Because the floating of the exchange rate will not just bring the desired result. Like I say, where we are was not achieved in
Hello, Mr. Mukhtar, are you still there? Mr. Mukhtar, are you still there? Oh, okay. It appears that we've lost Mr. Mukhtar there. We hope to, if we can't get him back before the end of the show, indeed, we will actually try to reconnect, to actually expand the discussion again on another day. Well, quite a whole lot of submission there, whether the new policy has benefited the internal economy. There's so much complaint by Nigerians, indeed, because of the fuel subsidy removal, the exchange rate unification, and some of the pronouncement of this government. Good as the policy actually look on papers, it has not really trickled down on the standard of living of the common man. Maybe with time, just like many economists and analysts have been saying, so we're going to actually see the positive effects of this policy on Nigerians. And of course, it's on that note that we wrap up the show today. I am Yusuf Akogu. Join us tomorrow for more.